I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
It isn't my enemy. I'm not trying to make the forest my enemy. Hello guys and welcome back to some more Dragon Age Origins. They won't let us loot this. So we're just gonna sneak away. Actually, yes, he had more to tell, my bad.
Yes? Have you another question?
Because I had to end it last time. What can you tell me about Sathrian? Yeah, tell me about Sathrian.
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
You know that he's a sketchy dude, and that he's evil when everyone is so devoted to him. That's how you know. That's how you know. In case you guys didn't know, that's how you know someone's evil. Happens all the time. Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
Horrific. Alright, so what does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Alright, and why are the Dalish so hostile? Like, I think I asked this before, but sure, we can ask this again.
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
And is there no way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Alright. Sorry, my throat is just acting up. Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too. And you wonder why we are hostile.
Okay, I can kind of see your point. You know, it happens. You know, sometimes you just lose your homeland. Like, it's happened to me too. Like I'm Danish, okay? Before we ruled like a lot of Scandinavia, now we rule like this little teensy tiny face, with an island beside it. So, I get what you mean. And what is this exactly? The Arlathan,
It was our
Arletian,
ancestral
thing
home
thing.
long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan.
I'm pretty sure I heard this
Our
before.
ancestors were
Can I skip?
enslaved and our culture lost forever.
And that was that weird sound again. That was the last time too. So you lost the war, you wouldn't be the first. I can see why you resent humans then.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children.
Yeah,
Suppose we
already.
could- perhaps we
Okay,
should
I
be
can
more
skip.
heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even
But I'm not
so,
responsible for
it's
what
a
has been
bitter
done to
lesson
the elves,
learn.
though.
That's true, and you're not even a human, so it's doubly unfair. But fairness does not play into such feelings. No outsider has ever been good for us.
But I'm an insider, technically, if I'm an elf, aren't I? Aren't you the outsiders to me? So that doesn't make any sense. I mean, you aren't hostile.
I was not born here, so I see things different. Perhaps this may change one day.
Yeah,
But
I've
I believe
also...
the humans would have to take the first.
Never mind,
Certainly.
something else. I already asked all this. Tell me about yourself.
I came to the Dalish at a very young
Yeah, and
age,
how did
but I
something
was the
something...
only survivor, just a young girl. And
Yeah, I
I
also
can only
know that.
imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved.
And you said he rescued you. We
He
also
saw
heard
me.
that before.
Fury in his eyes turned to pity.
More
Perhaps
family
one
stuff.
day.
My goodness, this
I'm
dialogue can be
the-
weird.
I had to compete against the other candidates for first.
Something I
Clan
also said
placed
this.
great trust-
Oh, never mind. It was just the same stuff. Oh, I'm sorry for wasting you guys' time. Oh well. Let's see what other people want. Oh,
Forest. Do the trees just get out of their way or what?
I mean, I'm sure they just packed them down and then moved them. I mean, that makes sense to me at least. Anyway, I can see that someone over here has a quest. You. Come in.
Hello?
Well, hello yourself. Who are you?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
And why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
But I'm an elf. You can, okay? You know, try me. All right? I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something.
Makes sense.
I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gamer?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
Oh, you truly are, kid, aren't you? If that's the worst thing you can think about that's happening to you, then I don't know what. You didn't even mention all the people that are dead or that have died in the forest. You're like, oh, I just want to hunt something, but I can't, you know, because then I can't get my... Be a little bit realistic, dude. That's just a dream you live in. Those are small problems compared to the real problems that you yet have to face, buddy. But there must be some way to solve your problem, though.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
I can't get one for him. That would be disrespecting everything. Perhaps I could talk to Gainer for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
You know, I can be pretty persuasive.
Really? I'm willing to try anything.
It can't hurt.
Cyranas, oh ma Cyranas, I will pray to the goddess of love that you are successful.
But I cannot care less about your small heart problems. I don't want to cause trouble with the tribe. Wait, where was she again? We're hiding behind this tree and staring over here, so she's over here. Alright, Gainer, what's up?
I'm Daren, a Tishan outsider.
You are a gamer, correct? Kamen mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
That he hates you. Now he said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
I mean, if you like him, if you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
It does matter. I am sorry, but I will not rest my future on the advice of an outsider, no matter how kind. Please, tell Kamen I am sorry. This isn't about Kamen again, is it?
Yes it is. Screw you. If you would just listen to me.
No, I am not interested. Ma Cyranas, but no.
I'm gonna keep being annoying.
This isn't about Kamen.
You can't find a restraining order if it's in the game, is it? Can you answer some questions?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
I need some equipment. Yeah.
Master Verethorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge.
Alright, and you're a gainer, correct? He mentioned you. I want to know more about your people. Actually, he mentioned you.
Spoke to him?
Really? I
What
can
did
just
he
go in
say?
a circle.
Oh. I don't expect an outside.
Wait, can I
He's been a
just...
hunter. Perhaps the creators do not
Can I
wish
just
us
try
to.
again?
It does matter.
Well, I do have some questions, though.
Kamen again, is it?
Can I do some questions?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
Well, I want to know more about your people.
You should speak to Lanaya. She's the Keeper's first and knows much of such questions.
Well, tell me about the forest then, if you don't mind.
You would be best to speak to Cyril.
Oh my god.
He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
Yeah, but I want to hear what you think of the forest. That's what someone who knows about the forest thinks. Everyone's opinion matters, alright? God damn. You can tell me about Zathrian, because someone else can tell you about it.
Zathrian? He has been our keeper since long before my parents were born. What could you wish to know about him?
Why didn't he know the werewolves would attack? Ouch, I heard my
The Keeper
foot.
is not a fortune teller. He could not have known any more than the rest of us.
And just how old is he?
I don't know. Very old. It is said that Zathrian may be one of the first to become as our ancestors were long ago, immortal.
But how could that be? Why him and not others?
We all live longer than the Flat Ears, the elves who live with humans. The Keepers even more so because of their knowledge of the old ways. Why Zathrian differs from the others, I do not know. Perhaps he has been blessed by the creators.
Oh, he's a werewolf himself. What is a keeper exactly?
He keeps us safe, and he keeps the knowledge of our people safe, so we may bring it to all of our people one day.
And what knowledge is that exactly?
The ways of our ancestors, of course, from the time of our Lathan, before the human empire enslaved our people.
And where does he get this knowledge from?
From the other clans, and from the artifacts we uncover in our travels. Everywhere the old empire was, so went their slaves. Pieces of our past lie everywhere.
Okay, and bring it all of your people? Bring it to all of your people? Okay.
To your people. When there is a new homeland for us all to settle in, the Dalish shall teach your people what they have forgotten.
I'm confused. Are we talking about two different peoples? Because I'm also an elf. I'm confused now. You confused me, lady. So by your people, do you mean our people, or do you mean your people as in just elves and I'm separate because of some other reason? I don't understand. Yeah, let's just talk about something else.
What is that?
What is something else? You're confusing me. You know, I mean, just tell her that the guy's not man enough for her.
This isn't about Kamen again, is it?
Forget Kamen, he's not man enough for you.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
I mean, you deserve a more worldly man, someone like myself. I mean, you deserve a more worldly man, someone like myself.
You mean... Oh, that's quite flattering.
Come on,
but...
let this work, let this work. Let this work. What? No, it's supposed to... I don't want to be rude. I mean to be... I wanted to be the bad guy. So she would start to realize that if he needs to settle with a guy, he needs to settle with the good guy instead of the bad guy. So I really hope that is what this will accomplish. I hope you know my reverse psychology logic here. She pretty much needs to realize that he's a golden coin in the midst of silver coins. Because I'm a silver coin, and I'm trying to play a silver coin. Alright, so if I try to let you discuss this in private, how will this go?
Just the two of us, you mean? You are not alone.
Just the two of us. I really think we should talk.
No, I don't think that is a good idea. Please, leave me alone.
Did it work? I actually don't know if that worked. Does she dislike me now and like him? I think I failed big time right there. What is this? This statue is dedicated to the elven wolf god. Well, whatever the wolf god says, I'm overpowered. All right, I'm strong. Right, Cyril, can I talk to you?
We few wanderers greet you, friend. We do not see many of our city brethren here in the woods. Would you help us break our fast?
Sure, I would like that.
Come then and sit. Join us by the fire. I am Cyril, the clan's tale-teller. I understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our hunters. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Yes, but they weren't us.
Ah, bravado. How encouraging to see it in our time of need. Our people lie sick and dying, but you boast for our amusement? How thoughtful.
Well, you think sarcasm is going to help, do you?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children, and then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Sure, yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Oh, really? Something you think was unfair, no doubt.
But you do not. You must know a great deal more than we. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker. And they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
And not every human felt that way, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Well, that is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. That is some, like, passive aggressiveness right there. If I have ever seen one. Congratulations, buddy. I'm just gonna clap. I hope it's not too loud. But you really, really had me surprised when you decided to do passive aggressiveness against me, buddy. You see, there's just one problem with that. I'm an elf. Like, this would work if I played as a human character, but it's so weird that he's so angry at me. Plus, if you guys chose to be lonely. Of course, in the past we'd chase you out, but if you just started thinking now and just decided to live with humans instead of resent them, everything might be better and you might become part of human society. So in a way, right now, you guys are choosing the lonely path. They're not forced upon it, unless there's something about this world that I don't know right now. So I'm just gonna mention that. Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well.
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes, tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And he never said anything about having to tell about the werewolves. He just told about the forest and...
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Alright, and this Witherfang still exists today?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
So there are many spirits in this forest then?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
I mean, there were battles in the forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here?
Oh my god, that's not what we're
Even the
talking
barbarians
about. Go
who
away.
came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
And how many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Why didn't have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
He asked me a question that I can't answer. Okay, that's not nice.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones.
I
Too many
see.
have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
It isn't my enemy. I'm not trying to make the forest my enemy. But I'm starting to think you're my enemy.
Oh, what do you want now? I told you everything already.
I spoke to her for you.
You did? What did she tell you?
She laughed in my face. She said she'd never marry you. I have to keep trying.
Maybe it's best you don't. I really don't see what this proves.
I'll just become better at persuasion, I guess, maybe. Alright, what do you guys want? Oh, you're the keeper.
What are you doing?
Not the keeper, but the
You've warped the wood completely.
person.
Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verithorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verithorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger.
I don't think that's how you use an axe. Or whatever he's using. I would like to know, I was told I could supply, you could supply me with equipment.
Yes, yes. The Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
Brother, sorry about my voice. For some reason, it's being very weird right now. Is there any other equipment you could spare?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
And what exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
I mean, what if I found some for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive.
Right, blue.
You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
And what kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is.
All right, well, very well. I'll have a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
Yeah, no worries, it's fine. I should go.
Gareth Cyril, may the creators visit fortune upon you.
Why am I looking at the party inventory? I didn't tell him to barter with me. Pretty sure this was it. Is that really it? No, there has to be more. This. Get this. Okay, good. Give me just take all. Alright, that is also going to be for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see more from me, search for 8000, click the subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one. And as always, stay awesome.